you turn passion into profit? Our guest today is no stranger to you, and he will be sharing his journey from humble beginnings into an authority in the creative industry. Jasper Mudomi, aka MC Jessy.
Cynthia Nyamai. Kathupu.
You've never changed.
Who, me or you?
But remember, this is my show. I'm the one who will interview you.
So nisiseme vile wewe ni mrembo.
Usiseme sana.
Oh, by the way huku ni kuzuri.
Naweza blush nisahau maswali. Yeah, this is not kino.
Tu kino ukiona swimming pool ujue ni borehole. Tunachotanga maji hapo.
Sasa, let me ask you something before should I tell people, by the way, where we started?
Tunakanyanga na viatu.
Hii ni different. Hii si ya kino. Lakini you're playing games with us. Look at your socks.
Why?
Hii si ya kino. Your
Easy
socks.
Our socks are si za kino. Zo uvaliwa kino. Actually, these ones.
Easy.
I don't like telling people I got stuff, but when I was coming from UK, I had a comedy tour in the United Kingdom.
Oh, when was
where
this?
I went to Scotland, and then baadaye nikapitia Paris in France.
Hey.
Then I decided, let me just come through Dubai. Coming through Dubai, nikona, Siniland Doha, Qatar, nikabuy hizi socks.
Na pia ulienda on a yacht.
I wanted to go and shake it in a yacht in Dubai.
You have suffered. Have you suffered? Just
in a shot.
yours is different. But have you suffered? Tell me about your childhood. How was your childhood?
Hey, Cynthia. Sasa unataka nilie tena.
Sema tu kweli.
Suffering or suffer?
Suffer kama iko tell us.
Let me tell you, Mimi, were it not for God,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be anywhere. Mi Mungu amenionekania. Tangu nikuje Nairobi. You know, I was born and raised in Meru.
Yeah.
Then my parents kuna wakati walienda kuishi Embu because my father was teaching in teachers colleges.
Yeah.
So tukamfuata huko. Tukaenda Embu. So I went to Embu County Primary School.
Yeah.
But I started in Meru, St. Joseph Primary School. Then kutoka hapo tukaenda ingine inaitwa Mudhara Primary School. Bado ziko tu Meru.
Hizo ziko
Alafu nikarudi nikakuja sasa Embu County Primary School. Nikafanya primo, then I finished, went back to Meru
for high school.
Nikaenda to one of the best schools in this country, one of the most amazing and prolific high schools that you can to become someone like me. It was St. Cyprian Boys Secondary School.
I've never
but
heard
it's
of
not
it.
actually a secondary school. It's a high school.
Oh, okay. We can tell the difference.
Boys
People who go to high school,
yes,
how they behave.
Yeah, tu ni normal. St. Cyprian. My friend, huko hata ukiwa form 1.
Yeah.
No, they don't monolize you. They teach you how to be a man. Yes.
And being how are you taught how to be a man?
To be a man.
What are some of the things about a man?
For example, nilingia hivi form 1. Nilikuwa na kierere. Wakaniambia, mono wewe unakaa unajua kuimba Kambia si nimetoka Embu ati town. Embu ni town surely. So nilikuwa najisikia kama mtu wa Nairobi. Alafu naongea Sheng yangu bado ilikuwa na Kimeru ndani. Nianje njoo. Nianje njoo na niseki anje. Mimi na wale mandrem tunaweza wakilisa. Tulikuanga mambiti. Yaani mambo ntao. So mimi bwana ujuaji.
Training ikaanza.
Wakaniambia, mono. Unakaa unajua kuimba Kaambia mimi hata Tupaka hawezi nipata. Hata Shage Mr. Bombastic. Mimi ni mnoma. Wakaniambia good. Sasa leo jioni sisi hatusikii kulala. Tunataka utuimbie lullaby mpaka kulala.
That was good training.
That was training. Tuimbie lullaby. Hapo nikaanza kuimba baby la. Unaona watoto wapi hapa? Tuimbie ngoma mzuri bwana. Kama ya Beyonce hivi. Ndio walale wameboeka. Sasa ile ilikuwa mbaya. Ni asubuhi wakaniambia, mono kuja hapa. Hebu panda njia hii mti. Nikapanda mti ya maembe. Haikuwa na maembe, ni ile time hakuna maembe. Panda. mimi ni nani? Nikaonyesha vile mimi ni mnoma, nimepanda mpaka huko juu. Mbie mnadhani siwezi panda mti hapa. Kaniambia sasa umefika huko juu. Hang hapo kama maembe. Mazi unahang kwa branch huko juu. Kaniambia sasa umeiva. Anguka.
Oh my. Now you'd gone even higher to show off.
To show off nimepanda mti juu. Na anguka sasa umeiva. Form 1. My friend, that was a good training. St. Cyprian, the mighty St. Cyprian boys.
So after now you had been trained to be a man after Form 4?
Now the one thing, after Form 4, in high school, there were other boys. Unaona vile kwa program kuna 5 a.m. wake up, duties, breakfast, preps. Yetu ilikuwa wake up, preps, preparing, shaving, alafu breakfast. Kulikuwa na majamaa ma Form 4 walikuwa wananyoa ndevu. Asubuhi. Nasikia mkono hiyo class imeanza. Class gani? Form 3B. Na ananyoa. I remember some boys there, friends of mine. But I think it was one of the schools. I mean, it is one of the main schools that actually shaped me into the person that I am today. Because also in Meru, that is St. Cyprian Boys High School, I met teachers that were very kind to me. Because nilikuwa na Kierere, there's a teacher who noticed me. Anaitwa Mr. Chokera Kahora. Alikuwa wa drama. Huyo anajulikana Meru mzima. He actually became the chairperson Kenya Secondary School and Kenya Colleges and Secondary School chairperson wa hizi drama festivals. At some point in his life tuka enjoy like even when he was chairman, nilimu-interview one day on Churchill show. But I remember that time he actually used to train me and ananiambia don't worry, drama can work. He gave me some motivation. Another English teacher alikuwa anaitwa Mr. Getije. He's now a principal in some school in Meru. He was my English teacher. Lakini ubaya. Wacha tu nimsengeje. My English teacher, Mr. George Getije, alikuwa ananifunza English na akona accent ya Kimeru. Imagine what you are going to say, pronoun and adverbs. Adverbs. Nakufunza. But I later came to understand there's nothing wrong with speaking English in your mother tongue.
That's true.
You see,
that's
in a
your
Kimeru
heritage.
accent, there's no problem.
There's no problem.
That is your heritage. That is, and after all, even if you run away from it, when you die, you want to know, even if you die in Australia, even if you die in America, even if you die in Nairobi, Runda, your friends will put you in a box, wakurudishe nyumbani. So, home is always the best. So,
always be true to who you are.
Yes, of course. So, mimi hata saa ingine utasikia Kimeru, saa ingine nachomoka.
Uanishazoea. And you brought that Kimeru to KTN. Internship. Was that your first internship?
Yes, when I came to Nairobi, sana kutafuta kazi, I couldn't get. Actually, let me confess this on this show, and I've never said this on any channel.
Breaking news.
I hope.
Exclusive.
I hope this is exclusive for sure. What I did, ndio nipate KTN. Mimi nilikuwa tu hustler huku nje. So I went there, nikaenda, I befriended some receptionists when walikuwa hapo, walikuwa wawili.
I remember them.
There was now one called Flo. She's still at Standard Group now. She's working with the managing director, Joe Munene. So she's called Flo. Ako hapo akaniambia, ananiambia how to get into KTN. Akaniambia, hapa hivi. In fact, there's some internship coming, but lazima ukue student wa university, na ukue for the year and all that.
Wewe ulikuwa?
Mimi nilikuwa tu nimemaliza St. Cyprian Boys High School. Nimerandi Nairobi. Na sijui nitatoa wapi kazi. Nikajiambia ati hapa wanataka university students. Mimi ni nani? Nikaenda kutafuta university. Nikaenda nika apply. Daystar University. I used to have a dream that nataka kusoma a prestigious university like Daystar. Because I had Daystar inatoa watu ni
some of the best names.
Daystar, you're in Daystar.
I was in your side.
Wanda, hiyo inatoanga mademu weupe. So Daystar, so kulikuwa na kina Lilian Muli, kulikuwa na watu wengine na wasikia wametoka Daystar. So I went and registered. Nika-apply, nikachukuliwa, nikapewa admission letter. Na admission letter, that's why I want to confess today. With the admission letter, nikaenda kwa CV, nikaandika hapo, nikaongeza, CV yangu imefika high school, nikaongeza hapo, currently pursuing bachelor degree in communication at Daystar University. Na ni barua nimepewa admission.
So from Daystar, ulienda straight to KTN.
Mimi hata sina pesa ya school fees. Nikaenda nikapeana CV. Alafu watu wakiitwa wa mashule. Hala nikaitwa.
Wow.
Nikaitwa mimi na mimi hata sikuwa nimekanyanga class. Niliitwa huko nikiwa na admission letter. Nilikuwa naomba tu KTN wasiniitishe admission number. Yo sikuwa nayo. So I met a guy there called Katua Nzile Nkizito na Mlama. Wakaniambia ni audition. So we were auditioning for a program called The Presenter at that time.
I remember.
So I did so well because they didn't know I'm an actor. Remember, I was trained from St. Cyprian Boys by Mr. Kahora Chokera. So nilikuwa na kierere. Nikaambia, okay, let's assume this is news. Can you do it in Swahili? Ile nilitoa walicheka.
Tupe line moja.
Ujambo na karibu kwenye KTN leo. Mimi ni Jasper Modhomi. Mbunge mmoja wa Conservative alikamatwa kwenye uwanja wa ndege wa Heathrow huko amebeba madawa ya kulevya na picha zenye kuonyesha tabia mbaya. Mbunge huyo alifikishwa mbele ya mahakama moja huko mjini London ambapo alikanusha mashtaka hayo. Ripota wetu Notieno anayo taarifa kamili. Walicheka wakanikaa pia juu. So where are you getting this
ukapata kazi?
Wakasema you're very creative. Hawajui yako kakitu nilikuwa nimekafanya kwa drama festival Meru. Nikaambua ni sawa, nikaingia internship. Alafu wakaniuliza, so you're a student at Daystar? Kasema yes.
Hakuna classmate alitokea.
Hata course yenye nafanya, nilikuwa najua nafanya communication. Sijui hata course za communication ni gani.
Hata minor ujui what minor is they asked.
What is minor or major? Me, I thank God hawakuuliza.
I want to find out more about your time at KTN and then how eventually we saw you on one of the biggest comedy shows and the role that you played. That and more coming up shortly. Welcome back to the CN Show. Today I'm all smiles and I've been laughing throughout. I'm sure you have because of the one and only MC Jessy. MC Jessy, we had taken a break and I've not forgotten. We were still talking about KTN. So finally you get your papers from Daystar. All they required was a university student.
They wanted watu wako karibu
almost graduating.
And me, I had just graduated from Form 4.
And did you finally finish Daystar?
Yes, I did. I finally finished Daystar after 6 years.
Yes.
It's because after nimeingia KTN, I got some favors there. You know, I tried doing news. Ilikuwa hard kwangu because I had not studied for it. But one day, I was just seated. Kajiambia, this is not my thing. I knew what I came to do in Nairobi. And I don't think news is my thing. I was looking for a shortcut kwa maisha. Kajiambia hapana. And then I went and prayed, Cynthia. I went for Kesha. I prayed the whole night asking God to give me direction. What is it I'm supposed to do in Nairobi? So akanionyesha chenye nafaa kufanya in Nairobi. And then when I went the following day, KTN, I walked into the office ya Mdosi, Katua Nzile. Nikamwambia, I'm leaving. Nika resign from a job that I never had. Sikuwa ipewa letter of employment. Silikuwa internship. Imagine I resigned. Nearly resigned. Nikaambia, don't want this job.
I'm sure there was an intern resigning.
Imagine. But I went and told nilimwambia, I want to stop. I want to leave. Akaniuliza why? Nikaambia, this is not my thing. Akaniuliza, what's your thing? Ama you've been offered job at Citizen.
Another media house.
Is when Kina Lulu Hassan and all had moved to Royal Media. So wakadhani mimi naenda na wao. Nikaambia no. Akaniuliza, are you going to another media house? Nikaambia yes, but not as a news anchor. Because I was trained to be a news anchor and I was a news reporter. Nikaambia, I'm going to do comedy. Akaniuliza you.
Were people surprised?
Alicheka. Nikamwambia vile umecheka, it means I'll make it.
But people surprised, how do you leave a serious job to go and be a comedian? Were they wondering?
Yes.
Of course, they were thinking, you know, of course, a more serious job will pay more. How can you just leave that and go into comedy? Did people tell you?
And comedy was not
Jessy,
paying.
yeah.
Comedy wasn't paying as much. News anchor that time, it was the in thing.
Yeah.
I remember my friend, you are there, my friend, there was Kina Lulu Hassan, you were there with them there. Kina Ali Manzu, they were my friends. When I told some of my close friends I'm leaving, they didn't understand. They thought nimepata kazi kwingine.
Yeah.
But when I told my boss Katua Nzile and Kizito na Mlanda I'm leaving, waliniambia, okay, we wish you well.
Yeah.
But they didn't understand what I meant, but I'm going to do comedy. They thought I'm going to be a producer or a cameraman.
Yeah.
So I left. But I knew, Cynthia, I'm going to do comedy. Because I used to write some script in Kiswahili.
Yeah.
The boss, Kizito na Mlanda, ananiita ananiambia, we boss, man, what is this you're writing? You think this is a joke? Mpaka najiambia,
I'm doing well.
I'm doing well. Amekasirika nimeandika script.
You're happy.
It's full of jokes.
It's telling you your talent.
Anatoa zote. And another guy, ule alikuwa mkubwa hivi. Alikuwa anaitwa nani?
Mr. Aura.
Auka.
Yes.
Ondeko.
Aura. Yes.
Auka. Alikuwa anaitwa?
Aura
Ondeko.
Yes.
Mkubwa hivi ananiambia, come here. Jasper, what is this you're writing? What, you think news is a joke? Nafurahi ndani. Amenikasirikia. And then kuna siku aliniuliza, why are you smiling? Is there anything to smile about? I'm like, yes, it's comedy. But ananiuliza, why are you smiling back? You think news is a joke? Mazina nimepewa story serious. Ya ng'ombe zimekufa huko Kitengela. So KMC is like sijui anatupa ng'ombe or something. Kulikuwa na kistory tu hapo. And then nimeiandika na jokes. Ati vile nimeenda nimetegwa na pembe za ng'ombe. Ndio nikarealize hapo kuna ng'ombe zimezikwa. Alafu nime-explain ka composition. Vile litegwa ati kwenda kuanguka niko na pembe inakam nika-dive. You know,
we are laughing, but it's made me realize that sometimes people are sitting in jobs that they shouldn't be seated.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's sometimes why people sit in jobs and they don't even feel alive. They feel like the real, you know, themselves they've never been able to prove and show who they are and who they are meant to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
That time, that was me.
And you can't hide it, because even when you were given a serious story to write, the real Jessy had to always come up.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was young, so I was still pursuing my comedy thing. Like that, so I could write funny things. And then I ended up working with Larry Madogo, and he could give me space to write some funny things about business. And we also used to do a show in the morning, and at least I could write some funny things about news and all that. But Larry also, when I told Larry I'm leaving, he couldn't believe. He's like, where are you going? No, you've just started. But I left and went to audition for comedy, Churchill show. I hadn't gotten the job. I just used to feel inside me. This is what I'm meant to do. So I went there and started auditioning. But at the same time, when I used to be at KTN and auditioning, I started going to church, Winners Chapel. And I met a pastor called Pastor David Adioye. He met me actually because I went to that church. Mimi nilikuwa tu kijana, young person, napiganga kelele kanisani. And then you know how mnaweza kuwa after service, you're just making noise as young people mnaongea. So I used to remain in church, tunapiga kelele. Kumbe tunaongea karibu na ofisi ya pastor. So dirisha yake ni hii, tunaongea hapo nje. So you could hear making guys laugh. So akaniita, akaniambia, you come here. I'm Nigerian. So what is your name? Kambia Jessy. What do you do? Kambia, I don't have anything I'm doing. I'm trying. Sasa hiyo hata siku nimeingia KTN kabisa, nilikuwa nang'ang'ana. Nimeingia, kaniambia, you talk too much. Nilisikia offended. Akaniambia, so you don't have a job? Nikamwambia, I don't have a job. Akaniambia, you have your job in your mouth.
Wow.
You are talking your job all over. I can hear you from here. The things you're telling people, that's a job, eh? That's a job. What's wrong with you? Wow. In this church, young people don't sit on their talent. You have to wake up. Akaniambia, come here. Kanifungulia laptop. Pastor. Kafungua laptop, akaniekea headphones. sijui alitoka akaenda wapi. Akaniekea hapo. So nadhani ameniekea preachings. Mimi nimesikiza watu wanaongea yo nigga what? Watu wanacheka. Chris Rock.
Wow.
Imagine pastor ameniekea Chris Rock na vile yeye ukas. Watch Chris Rock ikaisha akaniambia hey, watch this other man Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Baze nilicheka tu. Nacheka lakini hizi preachings za pastor ni gani? Then akaniambia after nimemaliza akaniambia that is what you're supposed to be doing. Those people are making people laugh. You are making people laugh here for free. Then you come here borrow fare. Go and do those things.
Wow.
Where? Kaniambia tomorrow is Sunday. Come. Prepare 5 minutes. You're going to make Winners Chapel laugh. Hey! Karibu nikose kwenda church hiyo day. But
did you even sleep? Because even you're wondering how do you make even holy jokes that won't even offend the church?
Imagine. Nilishindwa kulala. Na sijai perform anywhere. So that time I can
the first stage, the church gave you your first stage.
Pastor David
Adioye
gave me an opportunity to do jokes.
Yes, yeah.
Nikafanya. Hakuna watu walicheka, ni yeye alikuwa anacheka. But as long as the king is laughing, why are you bothered with the servants? Hey. So yeye tu ndiye alikuwa anacheka na niangalia anaona vile nangangana.
So you're your biggest fan clearly. Hata watu wakose kucheka, you're good.
Na pastor si amecheka. Pastor the senior pastor amecheka. Mimi nikafurahia. Nikidhani star ikanyanga tena akaniambia that was good. Go prepare again for next Sunday. Na vile hapo nilingangana na umo hata na roho mishipa imetokea. Alafu nakwambia next Sunday again. Mpaka nikabuild confidence.
Yeah.
I actually stayed in that church because of comedy.
Yeah.
So tukakaa after that since sasa ndio nikatoka KTN nikaenda ku audition. So what you guys didn't know sasa nilikuanga hapo KTN. Sundays nilikuwa na teso hapo na pastor kufanywa nifanye jokes. Na huku nangangana na news.
Yeah.
So I opted for this one. I knew ninaweza chekesha, but nilikuwa na uoga sana. I used to fear. Nasema, hey, give me that stage, I can do it. Nikipewa, naanza kujikojolea. Natetemeka. Nashindwa kwenda stage. Nikiacha mic hivi imejaa maji. But that's still what I wanted.
Yes.
So I went for auditions on Churchill show. Sikutoboa. Nikangangana, sikutoboa. Nimeacha job KTN, naenda kungangana auditions. Almost a year after I've left KTN, hakuna.
How many auditions did you do?
I went for
before
many.
You got?
I stopped counting.
Wow.
Almost a year.
Wow.
Every week naenda auditions. So me, I actually never made it through the auditions. Hata sijaitwa auditions zote kwa maisha yangu. Hata nikikatia today mtu ukata ni audition bado. Sasa what I did one day nime give up kabisa nikaona I made a mistake leaving KTN.
Yeah.
Should have continued with news. So that day niko heartbroken kabisa.
Yeah.
Kajiambia I shouldn't. You know. Then nikaenda nikaomba usiku nikaombea hawa sewa auditions. They are seated. 3 men seated there. Unawachekesha hawacheki. And then my style was storytelling. I used to tell guys my story. And naambia stories za Meru.
It's still your
so
same
now,
style.
It's still my style. I tell stories. So naambia watu stories hawacheki. That time, comedy ilikuwa slapsticks. Like just mchongo ano. So when there, nikaombea watatu. My friend, maombi za Pastor Adioye. We are winners. You don't joke with them.
Ulitokea tu.
Unaita those particular individuals by name. Kama niwe uko kwa audition na unipendi, I call your name at night. If I come during the day, my friend, you look at me and say yes. Mimi naweza pita hata America's Got Talent. Nikiomba naweza ombea hao watu America's Got Talent. Wachangae mbona mnipatia yes. So I went and prayed for those guys who audition. Lord, touch their mind. Touch their eyes. Let them favor me. Nikaenda hiyo day. I didn't pass. Kashindo kwani maombi zangu ziko aje. So I gave up and decided wacha niingie kwa choo. Nikienda kwa choo hapo hivi kujisaidia kidogo, nikakutana na Churchill. Kwa choo.
Since see audition you didn't stammer.
Pia unaenda choo. I was starstruck pia mimi. Najua maselebo akaangi kufanya vitu zingine. Churchill, cho. Niaje kaniambia, do I know you? Nikamwambia, yes, you know me. Nikamwambia, I'm the guy who's famous here for auditions. Because I came for auditions for so long. I became so famous for auditions. Wenye wanani audition na wanitaki. Lakini wenye tuna audition now ni marafiki. But not that they didn't want to. My time was not yet. You know, God akikwambia your time is not yet. Hata ufanye nini, utangoja mpaka akusharpen ukue, you know, ready for the assignment that is ahead. And thank God for that, because ilinisaidia, because the assignment that came, I did not step on stage to do 3 minutes jokes. Vile nilikuwa na audition kupata. God was preparing me to be a TV host. A host of the people that do 3 minutes. Nimengangana huku ku audition for 3 minutes, but Mungu alikuwa ananiprepare kukuwa chairman wa hawa wa 3 minutes. Meaning the show will be mine. So he talked to Churchill that day kwa choo. Tukaongea.
So uliombea kazi kwa choo?
Niliombea kazi kwa choo. Ile atiambia serikali kupe kazi. Mimi kwa choo. Na alafu nilikuwa nashanga, nilikuwa nimekazwa na sikujisaidia. Kumbe nilikuwa nimekazwa na expectations. Nilikuwa nimekazwa. That was my day of delivery. Hallelujah. That was the day I was giving birth. That was the day. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Hiyo siku nilikuwa nasikia niende choo. Kumbe I was giving birth to my talent. So that day after tumeongea, nikamwambia idea head in my head, like, why tumekuwa wengi sana kwa auditions, Churchill? Why don't we give these guys a chance, like the first 30 minutes before you come on stage, work with curtain raisers? Why don't you give them a chance to perform? Because those auditions guys, nikawashtaki kwa Churchill, nikamwambia, those auditions guys are not good. People are going there, the audition, they don't pick them, they pick the same guys. That time ilikuwa kina Eric Omondi, brother yake, nilisoma, they're picking the same guys. Why don't you give us a chance ya ku curtain raise? Nikamwambia, you think so? Nikamwambia, we can do like a segment before you come on stage.
I like
people
that.
Can warm the stage for you.
You're already adding value to the show.
Okay. So you think that can work? Can be very much. Why don't you do that? I can say, you do it tonight. That night you are recording Churchill live that time. Why don't you do it tonight? Na kwambia nikaanza kusweat tena. Na shindo sasa nilikuwa na kierere na mpelekea stories za nini. Alafu nilikuwa nadhani ataniambia, okay, let's start next month ama next week. Ndio niende nijipange. Akaniambia, we're starting tonight. Nilitetemeka. Nikashindwa nitaanzia wapi. Alafu akaenda. Then nikashindwa, okay, amesema tuanze tonight. Ni wapi tutatoana na yeye tena? Cause kupata ama celeb si rahisi ama superstar. We. Sasa mimi nikatoka, nikashindwa sana aje. Nikaenda nikakaa backstage. Imagine wale jamaa walikuwa wananikataa kwa auditions. Mmoja wao akakuja akaniambia, ni aje? Nimeambiwa kuna kitu umeongea na mzae. Jua wao ongea shida. So mzae ni Churchill. Na alikuwa kijana tu. Ukiwa na pesa unazeeka. Sasa
ni maheshima tu.
Maheshima, unaitwa mzee. Saa hii pata pesa zaidi. Unajua uko na pesa. Saa hii wewe ni demu. Lakini ukiwa na do vizuri, uende huko kwenu Ukambani. Hey, mama. So that day huyo jamaa akakuja akaniambia, nimeambiwa mmeonana na mzae. Kaambia na kuna kitu umesema unataka kufanya. So unataka ikue hivi na hivi na hivi. Akanipea majina ya watu 5. Kaniambia, you are going to introduce these people vile ulisema as curtain raisers. So wewe simama hapa backstage. Hii ni stage, huko nyuma mahali hakuna mtu anakuona. So audience wamejaa. So huku nyuma ya curtains, huko nyuma ya stage mahali hakuna mtu anakuona, uongelelee huko. Niseme, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Cynthia. Hapo wewe unaenda stage, unaniacha hapo nyuma. Ukirudi nasema, thank you Cynthia. Now introducing Moses. Moses anaenda, mimi niliambiwa nifanye hivyo. I remember the 5 guys was the late Ayeya Poa, Chipukizi, Njenga Mswahili the late, Paul Wakimani Ogutu na jamaa anaitwa Consummator. I still remember my 5 first guys on that show. So mimi nikaambiwa niwaite. Nikaangalia, nikaona huyo jamaa ameenda hivi. Mimi ni nani? nikaruka kwa stage mahali watu wako na nimeambiwa niongelele huko nyuma. Mimi nikaenda stage, sasa ni mko vipi? How are you? Yeah. Tunashangaa hii ni nani naleta kierere na bado alikuwa na accent ka Kimeru. Ambari zenu. But kalichekesha watu. Nikawapeka story. Nikapea audience story.
The jokes
watu
to,
kwa auditions. Alafu kumbuka, I was looking for an opportunity to step on that stage. Now I've gotten. Remember, nimesneak nikaingia. So meaning nikitoka kama sijaambia watu, I don't know whether I'll come back here. So I told them my everything.
And they loved it.
Hizo jokes nilikuwa naambia wale watu kwa auditions, anaambia hapana. Kapea hizi stories za Kimeru, wanacheka. Nikaambia about a girlfriend I had coding Kirote, wanacheka. Nikaambia thank you, nikaita the first comedian, nikatoka nje. Kwenda nilijua nitaambiwa usiwahi step hapo tena. Nikanyamaza tu. Wa pili akakuja, nikamuita. Watatu nikaenda stage tena nikafanya. Nikaingia kuita all the comedians. And let me tell you, Cynthia, when you pray, God hears your prayers.
That's true.
Sometimes inaweza kuwa unafeel ni kama ana delay, but he's just preparing ahead. Ndio, ukuje upate vitu ziko ready. That day when I stepped on stage, show ilienda poa sana. And then guess what happened? In the audience, the boss wa NTV that time had come to see what happens at Churchill show. Na alikuwa kina Shalin Samad, those bosses. And that was the day the producer of the show that time, director Bob Nyanja, had decided to record the show.
Wow.
They recorded it, na wadosi walikuwa hapo. Now, after that, si waliambia Churchill, we liked what we saw. Can you bring that first segment to discuss? And that is how Churchill Raw was born.
And your life has never been the same again.
Never the same, let me tell you. From that day, we kept on performing, and I became a host of a TV show through prayers and consistency ya kupush even in auditions where nilikuwa nakatolea, but I kept going. And even when I was going for the auditions, I was still doing comedy in church. And nikifanya kanisa, watu wananiita ka harusi. Naenda na kuwa MC wa harusi. Nalipwa so 5. Nilikuwa na charge 1500. Nalipwa, naenda harusi hazina sound. So that is how now I began being MC Jessy. And the rest till where I am today is, of course, ukianza kujenga nyumba na unataka kwenda mbali, so you keep building.
I want to get to that. Now you're MC Jessy, you're famous, but there's still a business side to it that we want to find out more about. That is coming up in a few minutes. MC Jessy is now a well-known name all over the country, actually even in East Africa. Did you then later on realize, yes, I have the talent, but there's a business side to it for you to be in the business for a long time or for it to be sustainable?
Yes. That actually comes with maturity in every industry that you're in. For example, for me, I was doing comedy. So when I went in and I was hosting Churchill and I was, of course, appearing on Churchill show on Sundays, I was building. I was now building what is called capacity. Being able to be in the industry for long. I had a vision. I knew what I was doing there. I kid you not, Cynthia, by the grace of God, I had prayed, and were it not for God, I wouldn't have been there, and I wouldn't have been here. Because God opened my eyes and showed me what is ahead of me as I was doing comedy. So I knew if I hold here, nishikilie, nikuwe impatient, na nisikuwe mtu wa mambo mingi, nitatoboa. So I gave myself time to grow. Remember, I had taken too long auditioning to try and be a comedian. I tried for so many years to be a comedian, but I had not made it. So this time I got a chance, I decided I want to be the best. And I prayed, and all I was doing was comedy. I wasn't doing anything else. I would wake up, comedy, sleep, comedy. I would watch comedians from all over the world. Ndio nijue inafanywa aje. I had an idea, but it's good even when you have yours, you have to learn. You have to add some skills. Even the Bible says, seest thou a man skilled in his labor. So I skilled my labor. For he shall stand before great men and not before mean men.
Yeah.
So I was also waiting for all that.
And how do you turn passion? Because, you know, that's a passion. Yes, it's your talent. How do you turn it from passion to profit? Especially in a country where we are still, comedy still doesn't pay that well. It's not seen as a serious job.
Even now.
Even now.
It's not serious.
How many
Comedy
comedy
is not
shows?
serious.
No, it is seen.
Oh, okay.
It is seen not to be something like you wouldn't expect when you go to a school and you ask kids what do they want to be, they would still say doctor. It's still taught.
Yes.
Yes.
They don't say comedians nowadays.
Yes.
They don't say, I've gone to places. They don't
Yeah.
say, when you ask them, who do you want to be? They don't say, I want to be a comedian. They say, I want to be MC Jessy.
Oh, wow.
I want to be MC Jessy. I
Yeah.
want to be Churchill. I want to
Yes.
be Professor Hamo.
Yeah.
They normally mention names. But the
yes.
title, comedian, they don't take the title.
Yeah, yeah.
They take the, I want to be like you. I want to
Yeah.
be like,
Yes.
I want to be like Obama. I want to be like, because actually,
Yeah.
even with the new curriculum in education,
Yeah.
it has taught kids to profit
Yeah.
with their giftings
Yes.
more than just education.
Yeah.
But education is key because remember, I also went back to this and
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
So where the business came in
Yeah.
is I grew myself to be profitable.
Yes.
Build capacity so I can withstand whatever will come later. So I just did comedy
Yeah.
and decided I have to. By the time I was making it a business, the industry had already made it a business with
Yes,
me.
yes.
For example, I just used to do comedy and then realized people love the show so much.
Yeah.
That is the benefit of commitment to something that you're actually doing.
Yeah.
If you get committed to one particular thing that you believe you're good at,
Yeah.
it will profit you. People will notice you. If
Yeah.
you're a musician, don't look for fame. Just look for being the best musician in the country.
Yes.
Sing the best songs. Don't look for fame. Sing the best songs.
Yeah.
Those songs will make you famous and they'll make a business for you. So I was doing comedy seriously, ukweli. All I was doing is comedy, knowing very well, soon it will profit me.
Yes.
And companies like Safaricom, KCB, banks, that time Barclays, which
came
is upside down,
calling,
they all
yes.
came in looking for us
Yes.
to make their staff laugh. They started with staff parties.
Yes.
We started being invited in staff parties. Then before we know it, every time a company is launching a product, they need a comedian.
Yeah.
We were there. I offered myself to be used that time. And I looked for a manager.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but thank God for Churchill. I found Churchill in comedy.
Yeah.
He had an office. He had a manager. He had a very well-structured leadership style. So I copied that. I was just me. I wasn't producing the show. It was his show.
Yeah.
And so when I saw how he was doing, I asked him, because I didn't want to be a know-it-all. I asked him, so how do I profit with this? How do you manage to be you at the same time you're on radio, you're running this show, you're famous, and then he told me, just get a manager. So I looked for a friend of mine, and he became my manager. And he started managing my events. I didn't know how to charge for an event.
Yes.
I used to charge wedding MCs 1,500 because they were friends. Now here is Cynthia Nyamai,
Yeah.
marketing director, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, and
Yes.
she wants me
Yeah.
to do an event for Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. What do I do? Do I just tell her, yeah, I'm paid the 10,000?
You
No,
send an
I
invoice.
they tell me send us a quotation,
Yes.
and then we approve. It get approval, then you get an LPO,
Yes.
and then you send an invoice.
Yeah.
You do the job, we pay you. I'm like, So I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So I looked for someone who can help me do
Yeah.
that, and they structured me. They showed me how to do a quotation. We started making it a business.
Yeah.
Whereby the bookings were done on a calendar. Inaandikwa hata kwa ukuta.
Yeah.
That time we were using Churchill's office. And so it will be booked there.
Yeah.
And I'll be paid via checks.
You had learned now the business
Yes.
side, and it
Yes.
was making profit for you. But we've seen a few very sad stories of comedians who some are said to have been very sick, and some are actually said to have had depression. And a sad side of the comedian world has been coming up a lot in media. What is going on in the comedy world?
Well, every person that
Yes.
gets a job has the responsibility about their personal lives and their goals, it is your responsibility to achieve your goals. It is you who has your own vision. You know where you're going. If you don't have anywhere you're going, anywhere will seem like it.
But Jessy, this being a new, it's like a new industry.
Yes.
And
that's
so
what I'm answering.
Yes.
That's what I'm answering. Every person needs to have a vision of what they want to do in life.
Yes.
If you don't have one, you may never arrive at the place where you're going, because any place you'll be at, that place will look like where you're going, because you don't know where you're going in life.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to entertainment is not a joke. Fame is not a joke. You need to know what you're looking for in that particular fame. And one thing that I would say here is that entertainers have a way of just being entertainers to make profit out of it unknowingly. Profits come unknowingly.
Yes.
Now, if you be lucky like I was to have a mentor like Churchill ahead of me, who had gone ahead to tell me, no, you need to establish a structure of you being paid. And thank God also for some corporates. They had that time, they were kind enough once because not all of us knew what we were doing. Some of them would tell us, no, don't tell us to just pay you. You need to send a quotation. You need to send an invoice.
Yes.
Some showed us. There are some corporates who had who are patient with us. Now, what happened is after now COVID came, a lot of businesses went down. Yeah. And just as I mentioned before, when I started profiting from business, even me, I was not putting money anywhere. Me, I was eating my money.
Yeah.
I had never held 100,000 in my hands. Wakati nilipata, nilienda Mombasa, nilienda huko kina Fatuma, naambia mko vipi, mwendelea vipi, ndo nina hela, ndo shangili, alafu mwacheza baikoko. Hela zitaisha. Mombasa raha, kuingia rahisi kutoka matanga, ndugu yangu. Hata mimi nilizila hela. Nilizila ati kununua magari. Tulinunua. That's what comes with, you see money and you don't have a plan. It will happen. But lucky if you have mentors ahead of you, they will show you. So now, when it comes to the camp where I'm from, the camp Churchill show and all that, where we've been doing comedy, we did a lot of mentorship for these young people. The Churchill row I'm talking about that I used to head, we did a lot of mentorship to these kids. Before you even go on stage, we mentored them. We spoke to them. We call each other every now and then. We have WhatsApp groups that we communicate to each other. Now, in every, hata kila shule yenye unasikianga, hakukosangi wale ni wako tu kivyao. Na kuna wale, there are students that score A and others who score E. They are there. Yeah. Sometimes it's about the individual and the teacher pia. The teacher will teach all of you, but the results will not be the same. So the same way, when we were mentoring these young boys, some excelled. Yeah. Because I've never had someone who's asking me, oh, tell us, Jessy, the secret of having comedians on radio. Every morning show in this country has a comedian. Most of those comedians came from these teachings that we are giving them. Most of them came from our camp. Are there some that fell off? Yes, they are there. We went about to look for some of them that walikuwa gana shida. Na shida zao, hata tukisema hapa, some of them used to drink a lot. Alcoholism was an issue. The other day when tulikuwa kwa barrio of one of the comedians that left us, it's not okay to talk about people that have left us, but I remember Churchill addressed that issue that day. Akasema, please guys, I'm not the government. I just created a platform. Sisi wote tuko hapa. Tujichunge. Some of us are drinking too much. Let's stop it. And let me say this. People underestimate alcohol. Alcohol can destroy your life. People underestimate hizi mnaenda kunywa mashot. Kunywa kufurahia. Don't drink kutoa depression ama kutoa stress. It will destroy you. The more you take alcohol, it can be addictive, and we have seen people who have gone into rehab because of alcohol. Unai despise too hivi, it can lead you into into depression. You won't be depressed, then you drink. You will drink, then it leads you into depression. It can be dangerous. If you need to drink, drink with moderation, not too much. And we have seen such in our camp, there was a case of where alcohol preceded the careers of some of the comedians, and they found themselves on the other end.
And
it was not the responsibility of even the industry. It's the individual. There are some that we actually ilikuwa issue. I personally sometimes nauliza Churchill, sasa what are we going to do with this boy? Do you know rehabs zenye zimelipwa na the same guy? Laugh industry itself ilikuwa wanalipia watu rehab, kulipia watu nyumba. Mpaka unamuuliza sasa, we Churchill, did you come here to make people laugh ama umegeuza hii imekuwa refugee camp? You know? It was sad sometimes. But out of the 10 boys that we had, ni mmoja unapata kona hiyo case. Lakini na hiyo mmoja atawasumbua muitane. We had some, I won't mention the names, that wamebadilika, vitu zimerudi, wameshika motaratara. Shasikia motaratara? We never gave up on them. The ones that fell up, you know, God's will, but we actually have mentored them. That's why majority are doing well. Ukisikia ule utaniambia alikuwa depression na hii nini, si wote, but majority. Ask me about MC Tricky, ask me about Mamito, Butita, Professor Hamo, nani ule, Jasper Mrome, ask me about all these people. They are there, they are doing well. Ask about me.
Let me ask about you, because you mentioned even COVID and how things, you know, got worse after COVID and the lockdown. People were not going out, so there was little entertainment. But you decided to start your own TV show on YouTube, and it's been very successful. Just having a look at the kind of followers that you have, is it something you're planning to do long term?
Yes. Jessy Junction is a show that we had thought about, but when COVID came, we can't just see. Just as I'm saying, it is personal responsibility. Should you sit down and let COVID-19 sweep your talent to the drain? No. Think. Amka. You don't need to go knocking doors kwa media houses wakupatie kipindi, wakuweke kwa KBC, KTN, NTV, Citizen. No. Now there's a free channel. YouTube. Take your phone. Record yourself. We have seen the likes of Crazy Kena, Flaco, Cartoon. Most people have come up during this time ya COVID. Waliamua, we will not sit down to let COVID sweep our talents down. Let's try and profit with them. Wakatumia simu zao, and they are now even more famous. There's a platform with Safaricom where they have put their content there. For me, I also was one of those that decided, apana, hii haitaniangusha. Let me think further. And then we started the show, Jessy Junction, and put it on YouTube. We started with 1 subscriber, which was me. I subscribed to my own channel. And then I asked my friends, hey, come on, I'm doing this, can you subscribe? The other person, can you subscribe? And then I put it on my Instagram and Facebook. People started subscribing. Once you have 1 subscriber, kesho ukuje upate ni 10. Get motivation to go. Usiseme, oh, yeah, aki nimepata 10 only. No, thank God for those 10. And then keep on going. So tomorrow, 1,000. The other day, we started small. Then we built a very big following on YouTube for Jessy Junction on YouTube. Until a media house came and bought the show. You get? So that's why it airs on KTN also on Sunday, 4 to 5.
I want to just ask you a little bit about if digital is the future, and also a rumor that I had, and because I don't like gossip, I have to ask you that you might get into politics. That is coming after the break. Welcome back to the Cynthia Nyamai show. We are talking to the well-known comedian and businessman, MC Jessy.
Thank you.
MC Jessy, before we get to that rumor, is the future digital?
The future is very digital. If you're not on the digital platform, sahau. Sahau, utaachwa huko nyuma. You can't fight technology. You can't fight an idea whose time has come. It is now. Content is being consumed on your phone, on your hand. Hapo ndio kila kitu iko. For example, news. People stream news. Nikimiss, hata naweza ipause. And then I go cook, narudi, naendelea. Huko washasoma nani ameshinda election. But hapa, bado mimi sijaona. So I continue. News una rewind na una forward. It is there. Digital is the way. When you go, COVID came We knew, by the way, digital was the future, but we didn't know that that future was too close.
Yes.
So COVID came and hastened the process of digitization.
Yes.
It was a catalyst.
Yeah.
COVID happened, everybody moved to.
Yeah.
We did not move people to digital.
Yes.
People went on digital and demanded that we show up there.
Yeah.
It's like umepanga concert, watu wamekuja wanasema tunataka Jessy. So that's what happened. COVID, people are there. They're on Instagram. Numbers ikaanza kuincrease. That's when we hit tuligonga millions on Instagram and social media platforms.
Yeah.
That's when we got a lot of subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
People were on digital before we even showed up on digital.
Yeah.
So they went there and found, hakuna vitu mingi huku. And then kuna wakulima wadogo, content creators, walikuwa already there.
Yeah.
So there are some of the beneficiaries were the first arrival, the masses on digital.
Yeah.
So by the time hata tunakuja, we also found some other people.
Yes, yeah.
We also played catch up, but we caught up.
Yeah.
And people are looking for our content. Before we used to air our show and we put the content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Haikuwa inapata views mingi kama vile ziliongezeka during COVID.
Yeah.
People made money on digital. Yeah. And when you go on YouTube nowadays, ukiclick tu hivi YouTube, ni ad.
Yeah.
Before you know, another unskippable ad. 2-3 ads before you watch Jessy.
Yes.
That is what pays us.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, people never used to advertise there also. But nowadays you have companies that look for influencers. The celebrities in this country are also influencers.
Yeah.
Musicians are still influencers. Comedians are the best when it comes to pushing content for you.
Yeah.
They have, and other people emerged. We have the likes of Kina Aziad, Flaco.
Yes.
Those guys emerged, Kina Crazy Kena. Out of what? This time of COVID.
And for those who are making their content and trying to create content, how can they now make it profitable, get subscribers so that they can get money out of it?
Make unique content. Every person there. Don't copy.
Yeah.
If you want to copy and make it better.
Yeah.
It's called emulation. I tried and made it better. Improve them. Get your content. You just need a good phone.
Yeah.
Alafu uweze get good lighting. If you don't have lighting, shoot during the day. Kama jua iko huku, weka kamera hapa, we pigwa na jua. Nini video itatokea poa sana. Enda kwa simu yako, angalia uto to filters.
Yeah.
Wacha tusikue ni to filter twa kutoa eyebrows. Make them filters that could make your video even better. I don't just post pictures. I observe ni wapi napiga picha na inakaa aje, because I know digital is not a joke. So for the content providers, I mean producers, produce content yenye itakufanya pia wewe ufeel hii ni kali, mtu atataka kuwatch. And the platform is there. Weka YouTube. Now even people are moving from YouTube. There are other platforms that are there to provide content. There are other platforms that we are also creating. Like now, we will create a platform. We are in the process of making sure we have a platform where you can access all the comedies.
Yes.
Comedies iko hapo. Instead of the money going to YouTube first, you get there, you pay, we receive the money directly.
Yes,
So digital is there. Where I'm sure the last time uliona movie you watch on Netflix. It's digital. Ukitaka kuona nyimbo au ngojei radio. You have platforms where you can get your needs. So digital is the way. Digital is here, and it's going to get even better. In the next 2-3 years, tutakuwa digital tunafanya saa hii, itakuwa old school. There will be another form of digital. You need to keep on reinventing yourself every single day. That's why hatujaiachwa nyuma. Digital inatokea, we are there.
Na kuna pali pengine nasikia utaki kuachwa nyuma. This is now the rumor. Is it true that you have political interests and you want to run for office? Is it true?
Ulisikia wapi? Ulisikia wapi?
Pahali tu kwa mtandao huku.
You know we are leaders in our own capacity, Cynthia. I will not deny that. When I go to Meru, they don't even look at me as a comedian. They see a leader. The experience I've had in the industry, the story I've been narrating to you right now, comedy, is about leadership. We were tasked to lead some young people
Yes.
in the entertainment industry. We are the kuna watu hata hutuita cartels or entertainment, not because of anything bad, but the word cartel, like ndio wale wazito wa entertainment. These are the fathers. These are the uncles or big brothers. We are given so many titles. Those are leadership titles. The responsibility is with us. That is why when a comedian ako mahali vitu azimwendei poa, the same way umeniuliza, ni mimi unauliza. Hautauliza ule comedian wako range moja na yeye. Ni mimi utauliza. Why? We are already leaders in our own capacity. We have participated in some policy making in this country as entertainers. There are things that we have met the president, we have met CS Joe Musheru when it comes to things that we want to see in the entertainment industry. We have met Ambassador Amina Mohammed when it comes to things they would like to see in the entertainment industry. We have aired our views. Now, if that leadership demands that we do more, I am ready.
Answered like a politician.
If it demands more, I am ready. You see, I'm ready. You see, I'm ready. I can see
from the answers, yes.
Because there are places where we will not be able to get into if we remain on the same spot. And life is about progression. You have to progress. You need to realize when your time for something is almost done, or reinvention, or change, or you go to the next assignment. And I'm ready. I'm ready for any assignment that is ahead of me. If God says, Jesse, this is what I want you to do, I'll go for it. If God says, we want you to be appointed on this and this particular place in government, I want to be part of that. But I tell you, I would love to be an agent of change during my generation, and especially when it comes to entertainment. I would love to play a part in the change of this. When you talk of comedy na vile ilibadilika, ukiongea about the change of comedy in Kenya, you'll mention my name.
That's true.
The next step, I would also I would want to be mentioned in it. I would like to bring change. I would like to make it shorter for the young people to achieve their dreams. And so leadership calling, and even from my village, when I go there, people see me as a leader. I interact with leaders. I hear how they talk. The things they would want from us. Yes, we are ready to take up leadership.
Okay. And offer more solutions. Well, we wish you all the best. One thing about politics and power is that politics, and even when it comes to power, it is never ever given. It has to be taken. And a lot of times we see young people saying we want to see a younger generation in leadership, but it has to be taken. So we wish you all the best. And we hope that when you become whichever office you want to take, which are you going to tell us which office?
God will give us. And when you want to see signs of greatness that are coming your way, look at how he brings people around you that surround you with wisdom and all these things. The other day I was with my Governor Kiraitu Murungi, and he was telling me, you need to think bigger than the person that you are today. Nikamuuliza, how did you become someone that had never lost election in Kenya? He told me, no, it's just about vision, hard work, and also believing in yourself. He was a young Turk in 1992 when he started politics. In his book called Beyond Politics that he launched the other day, he has explained further what he was telling me about him going against a very strong cabinet minister that time. It was called Kaberen Tombijewe. And he won. And he's the one who told me, young people, mtangoja kupewa na wazee, mtangoja sana. Lakini, if you decide, let me go and take up leadership, you will find it.
I think from your political mentor, I can tell where you'll be running from.
No, I will not be competing.
But we wish you all the best.
You don't compete with your mentors. You respect them. Meru, we are taught to respect elders.
We don't know because...
And wazee have their own time ya kufanya na wamalize. And hakuna kitu kama wazee. Leadership, you have your vision about leadership. Look for your mentors. They'll advise you. Then go for what you believe you're meant for.
Thank you so much, MC Jessy, soon to be Mheshimiwa Jessy. But thank you.
Amen to that.
Thank you for coming to this show, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you for watching today's episode. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you again next week.